Here I am at Grandpa Jim Weir, and there's no water flowing here, but there's ample water flowing there, and I'm about to address that. A major leak is right in there. But I'm going to do more than that. I'm going to actually work on development of this. That clay soil that you see, I brought a shovel, and I intend to put it to work. So all that flow of water, which is promptly leaking and going into the natural drain, not all of it, but most of it, I intend to interrupt. There, with very little effort, I have plugged that hole, and now I'm digging into the bank and putting the soil down there. And where the the weir was not delivering water at all to Grandpa Jim bisse, now here it comes. And out there in the field, in the aqueduct, I've got a population of wildlife of various kinds, frogs among them, and that are anxiously waiting for that water to get there. But I can deliver a lot more. For life, it's needed there more right now than there. But I'm not going to choke that off either. It's just that they've got plenty, or that the life down there has got plenty. So I'm going to go back to work, and what I'm doing is carving into the bank a shallow, somewhat perched bisse, weir. That water from the repaired weir, you can see it's traveling on its way. And in the 5 or maybe 10 minutes since I last filmed, it's already gotten all the way down there to go out of sight, really. So by tonight, the aqueduct, the creatures in the aqueduct and the saddle ponds may already find relief, even if it doesn't rain. But I'm not done. This is just such an great opportunity to repair stuff, figure out where it's leaking, like right there, for example. I can stop that, and to go along. I should have been coming up here daily, yesterday and maybe the day before, but I had so many other things I had to do that I neglected it. There's a giveaway for a major leak. I don't know if you can see that whirlpool. You probably can. But if I would bring this leaf over there and put it over it, see that that's spinning? Well, what I'll do there, before I just throw clay over it, or dirt, I'll take some of this pallet wrap scrap, stuff it down in there. And I always think of repairing a tire with a plug. I don't know if any of you have been there or not, but when you take a tire that's got a leak, so often it's just so easy to a tubeless tire. It's so easy to fix that leak by just putting a plug in there. So I'm going to push a plug in. I'll stomp on it and I'll put soil over top of it. So here's the natural drain. It splits there, but I gather the second half up to a confluence right here where I'm standing. And now this would be the sharp point of Grandpa Jim Weir. And I'm going to follow it down, and we'll see how far. If I come to a major whirlpool, I'll stop. But I'm going to walk along and see how far down the Grandpa Jim bisse it's going, and how fast it's going. Now don't worry about my stealing the water away from the natural drain. There's plenty there. That's where I was. That's where I'm headed. But I stopped because I wanted to point out that, there's that yellow bucket that I often use as a reference. I wanted to point out that these riffles, these are hydraulic jumps, and they're indicators that the water is falling there. And I could use this level right there, and I probably eventually will, and head back into the weir. But not now. That's like infinitely more water going toward the field and the aqueduct and the critters in it than was there before. Way up there is that yellow bucket. I don't know if I can even see it, so you probably can't either. But anyway, those leaks that I fixed are producing water, and it's on its way to the rescue of that life that's in the aqueduct. And you can get some judgment about how fast it's going. I'll put my foot there, and you can see it's working its way along. And probably within a few hours, it will have reached the field. Bye for now.